Welcome to Oz Nomad Destinations. Follow us as we caravan our way around Australia. This is Ed and I'm Beck, and we're finding you the best free and budget camp spots Oz has to offer. Fishing, crabbing and hiking our way through this awesome country. For notifications, click subscribe and hit the bell, and that will keep you up to date.
This week we've headed back north. We're stopping at Mullumbimby for a few days before going to Brizzy for a week or so to visit families and decide what we're going to do next. We are starting to think that maybe Western New South Wales, then South Australia, then WA. The next morning the markets were on, and so not to be ones to miss out on a good market, we headed to the showgrounds for a look. There were lots of fresh juices and smoothies, lots of fruit and veg, and we bought some delicious organic pasta and a sauce to go with it from Byron Bay Gourmet Pasta. It was hard to resist the big bunches of flowers, and after seeing some yummy mushrooms, decided they would go good with the pasta, so we picked out a mixed bag. And you can't have pasta without sourdough. Dinner is really starting to look delicious. And then Ed grabbed dessert, 2 yummy Danish. So if you're in town on market day, it's well worth a visit. We packed a picnic lunch and headed 32 kilometres southwest to Minyon Falls. It's a sealed road that passes through farms and rainforest. It has a well-established visitors area with boardwalks and ramps to the falls. There is a large platform that overlooks the creek and the falls with views over the valley. It's wheelchair friendly with a large car park, a grass picnic area and toilets, as well as some massive trees. Today we're heading to Natural Bridge in the Springbrook National Park. As we drive out, I'll show you the campgrounds. It's a large flat area with a modern amenities block and a laundry. There is water and a dump point on site. We're staying at the Mullumbimby Rugby League Club. The cost is $27.50 for unpowered and $35 for powered. The river runs right along the sides of the grounds, and it's about 3 kilometres out of town. There is a check-in caretaker shed, which is next to what did look like a camp kitchen. There are a lot of full-timers living here, and I did feel that maybe there should be one area for them and one area for the travellers. As the guy next to us kept abusing Ed each time he was talking on the phone. It was just weird. You need to drive into Queensland to get to the national park. It's 69 kilometres northwest of Mullumbimby, or about an hour and a quarter drive. The Natural Bridge is set in rainforest and is a stunning walk with both steps and a boardwalk. It's mostly downhill on the way and uphill on the way back. But the whole walk is only about 700 metres and takes about 30 minutes. We passed some huge strangler figs on the walkway. And the forest is all moss and fungi with a bridge that crosses the creek. It's very pretty. We had been here about 10 years ago. The waterfall is just stunning, and you could sit and look at it forever. The water flows through a hole in the roof of the cave and is lit up by the sun. We didn't see any glowworms. It was a bit busy and there were a lot of people. We slowly made our way back up the hill. Looks like a cork tree. There is a lookout that shows you the top of the falls and the water dropping through the hole. It's a tailgate lunch today. The picnic area is closed, as are the toilets, but they do have portaloos on site. We made some sangers and a salad and headed home. Next day we headed to Fingal Head. We found a lighthouse walk. It's a short walk, maybe 150 metres, under some cottonwood trees. I think that's what they're called. There's a few steps and a boardwalk before you hit the headland.
It's been going since 1879.
The lighthouse is fairly small, but the watercolour was awesome. Just offshore it looked like tuna busting up. It was a massive school. It kept us entertained. Then there was this rock formation. It looked a lot like some form of volcanic stone. On the way back we stopped and read the sign and looked at the remains of the old caretaker's quarters. It's really quite unbelievable how we used to live so basic. Today we are going to the farm at Byron Bay to meet up with a friend for lunch. This place has such a great vibe and caters for all budgets, from the Three Blue Ducks restaurant to bakery pies and fresh rolls. The food is delicious, the coffee is good, and the gardens and the permaculture are just amazing. So many goodies in this shop to take home, but I have to tell myself we live in a caravan. We had lunch and wandered around for hours. Looking at the Highland cows and the cute baby calf.
That's quite disgusting. They're all in the mud. No, they love it.
The beehives were super busy doing their thing, keeping the plants thriving and producing honey. There were sheep and a baby Hereford calf. Don't quote me, I think it was Hereford. And how are these crazy chickens all happy chasing the egg collecting guy around? It was so funny to watch. There was a huge pecan and macadamia nut tree orchard with the most beautiful wedding spot set up down the end. The picnic tables had nutcrackers attached to them, so you could help yourself. Yep, yum. We went for a wander through the veggie garden section. The bananas were starting to look good, but they weren't ripe. And I think they have enough basil. Go the pesto. We did a quick trip into Byron Bay. It's crazy busy, so we headed to Lennox Head and sat on the cliff. The surf was up. So that's us for this week. Keep in contact, stay happy, and we'll see you next Sunday at 6 a.m.